All right, now that we've gone through the notes on multiplying and dividing integers, I was just going to do some additional practice problems to show you and remind you in case you need additional help or need to see more. So remember, for these, all we have to do is, first off, we just need to do the math ignoring the signs. 4 times 28 is going to give me 112. Now I need to determine, is this positive or negative? So remember, our first number 4 is positive. Our second number is negative 28. So we have two numbers with different signs. Remember, like we said, different signs mean your answer is going to be negative. So the answer is negative 12. All right, the next problem, negative 82 times negative 9. So once again, we're going to ignore the signs and just do the math. 82 times 9 is going to give us 738. All right, so now let's check out these signs. So 82 is negative and 9 is negative. So remember what we said, same signs mean your answer is going to be positive. So we just leave that one like it is, 738. All right, the next one says find the product, negative 12 times 7. So once again, I'm just going to do the math, ignoring the signs. 7 times 12 is going to give me 84. All right, now I have to go back and look at the signs to figure out what kind of sign I'm going to have on this problem. All right, so we have negative 12, and then we have a positive 7. So we have two different signs, which means that our answer is going to be negative. So negative 12 times 7 gives us negative 84. All right, now we're moving on to a division problem. So first, once again, I'm going to do the division without even paying attention to signs. So I'm going to do 270 divided by 15. When you do that, you're going to find out that the answer is 18. Once again, I'm going to look at my signs. So I have a negative 15 and a positive 270. So since both are different signs, that means my answer is going to end up being negative 18. So 270 divided by negative 15 gives me negative 18. All right, moving on to the next one. Negative 360 divided by negative 60. So once again, I'm going to ignore the signs and just do the division. 360 divided by 60 is going to give me 6. Now I'm going to go back and look at the signs. So I have a negative 360 and then a negative 60. Since both of my numbers in the original problem are negative, that's going to mean that my answer is going to be a positive. So I'm going to leave it just like it is. Negative 360 divided by negative 60 gives us 6. The next one, switching back to a math multiplication problem on us. All right, so we have negative 23 times 4. Once again, I'm just going to do the math without looking at the sign. 23 times 4 gives you 92. Now we need to determine what kind of sign that's going to be. So the first number we have is negative. The second number we have is positive. So once again, we have different signs, which means our answer is going to be negative. So negative 23 times 4 is negative 92. All right, these last two are a little different than the others. When you get to problems like this where it's multi-step, I would just break it down and look at it one thing at a time. So first, let's look at this. Negative 240 divided by negative 30. So negative 240 divided by negative 30 is going to give us 8. All right, so I have a negative 240 and I have a negative 30. So that means that 8 is going to continue, or since it's same signs, it's going to be positive. But now I'm going to bring down the second part. So I'm going to have 8 times negative 8. So before I continue on with the signs, I'm just going to worry about the math. So I know that 8 times 8 is 64. All right, so now we're going to determine the sign. The first 8 is positive. The second 8 is negative. So we have two different signs, so that means the answer is going to be negative 64. All right, and then looking at the last one. Once again, it's multi-step, so we're going to just break it down. All right, negative 32 times negative 8 is going to give us, what's that, 24, 25. 256. All right, let's look at our signs. So the first one's negative. The second one's negative, so that means our answer is going to be positive. All right, to continue out this problem, I'm going to need to bring down this divide by negative 4. All right, and then when we do that, change up the color. When we do that, 256 divided by negative 4. So we know 4 goes into 25 6 times. All right, with 1 left over, and that's 4. So 64. We have a negative number and a positive number. So once again, we have different signs. So our answer is going to end up being negative 64.